Hello. Welcome. Classic take 7 seconds for my stream setup to get loaded. How you guys doing? It's probably yeah, it's the last stream of the year. There's only one more Monday left this year, and that's Christmas Day. And I'm gonna be a little busy, so we're not gonna stream on Christmas, unfortunately. But today is the last day, and I thought, what a better way to end the year than doing, I think, the first Game Boy Pocket stream is my. Oh. Eh. First of all, the button wasn't working. Second, I'm a professional and plugged in the camera. We're doing Game Boy Pocket. If this goes fast slash smooth, I'll probably do a little SP speed run, just because that's like the only one that would not have five five options. Yeah, five options for the model. Because I finally got another pocket shell in, so I was like, sure, let's do it. Couldn't think of a better way to do today's stream. So otherwise it would have just been like a lame one quick SP and we're out of here. So since I've said it's the last stream about 20 times, I guess I can end the poll. Today is also your birthday. Well, happy birthday, Greg. Okay. Oh, they give you black buttons too. Interesting. I guess we can choose. What do you guys think? The white buttons or the black buttons? Because if we go with the black one, we'll have all black, but the membranes are still gonna be black. So part of me wants white just because that's how people do it. But I guess we can do a quick little look see here. Another bag. Okay. Let's look at the white first. Just put these in. I almost put the black ones in. Oh, and it's got some overhang. That's a lot. There we go. Okay. So, here's the white buttons. I think I've got some white membranes still, so I can at least grab some of those. But there's white. Imagine the membranes are white. Whoa. And there's black. And even still, the membranes are kind of gray. What do you guys think? White or black? Honestly, I'm thinking white. Just because it goes well. It's the same bit of contrast with his teeth. Also, I don't know why his teeth appear again at the top. But that's AliExpress UV printing for you. I did not design it. I'm feeling that. Black, okay. So we had someone say black before I even put them in. And then we've got one white, one black. Okay, Christian was the first. Okay. You're just confirming your choice. Got it. I'm gonna look to see what where are my buttons? Oh wait, no. I know where they are. I just reorganized everything. These are all of my pocket buttons. So I guess we could even go crazy and just pick like another purple or pink. I've got white buttons, but I don't know if I have. Maybe I don't have any more white membranes. Oh, that's not true. And then this looks more black. Okay. White. Light purple. We can give it a shot. Let's see. I don't know. I'm a purple fan. It's my favorite color, but I don't like that together. I don't think it's the right purple. Okay. Let's see. Clear red. I don't know. I think black or white is what I'll stick with. I'm feeling white. Black, but start and select white. Okay, well, I'll give it a shot, Dad. We'll see. But right now, my ruling is for white. Wait, no. Yeah, black with white. Okay. I almost said it wrong. Yeah, I'm thinking that. I'm digging this. Okay, we're gonna go all white here. Put all the rest of these away, and then we'll finally get started. Now would be the time to say something in chat if you want me to say your name aloud. Do a little roll call and we'll get started. We'll have to do a lot of trimming for this one, so that'll be fun. Okay. And for some reason this shielding is dirty. That's nice. Okay. And we've got DC, Greg the birthday boy, Pong by Atari, Christian, my mom, Young Diddy, or Young Diddy, because that's not a U, and Alexander, and my father. DJ Ames is in the building. How could I forget? I skipped right over him. How you guys doing? I don't have any more white lenses, so it's just, I mean, we could do a pink lens, but yeah. Oh, and you've already left a like, DC? That's pretty cool. Unprompted, you left a like. But if you want to leave a prompted like, you guys can go leave one right now. Before we get started, let's just see. We've got, okay, never mind. It's like even. You guys are good with the likes today. I appreciate it. But that would be pretty crazy if you haven't liked it and we have more likes than viewers. That'd be cool. And we got Brad and we got Quentin. I don't want to leave you guys out. Maybe you're new here. I haven't seen the names before, so. So this is your first stream, Christian? Welcome. I feel like I have not done a stream since I don't think I've done a Game Boy Pocket stream since last year. So this might be the first and only Game Boy Pocket stream that I did this year. But hey, at least we did it once. And literally only one, not even a double. But I guess if I haven't done a Game Boy Pocket trimming guide yet, maybe I could rip this from the stream and post that. Be a lazy video. It is pretty simple though. It's not bad, all things considered. I guess we still have to carve out some of the inside of the screen, so that is not fun. Which screens do you prefer not to use on the GBA? Really, they're all fine, except for like I just don't care for TFT screens. Not a fan of the ITA screen, which is just a TFT screen. It's literally just the DSi screen. And then I'm not a fan of the what's it called? The Cloud Game Store one. It just I've been watching all of my videos from this year because I'm doing another best of video, and rewatching my comparison video. Yeah, there's really no benefit to getting the Cloud Game Store laminated or unlaminated. Shells, great, but you can use the shells with any mod kit. They're just OEM style shells. So, okay, before we get to trimming the shell, I'm going to trim these pins off. I'll get a paper towel, cover it up. I was going to just do it under the table, but... I like to trim these pins because I don't want them poking into the back of the screen. And plus that's right where the ribbon cable goes. So. Oh, also, while we're doing this, where I'm looking down and not looking at chat, last stream I said if you buy an SP that there'll be a delay because I didn't have any chargers in stock, but I was waiting on some. Literally like an hour or two later they arrived. So that was pointless of me to even say, but I have chargers now, and I have plenty of them. I literally have 4 of those yellow tubs worth. Or is it? No, 4 of the red tubs worth. If I had 4 of the yellow tubs worth, that'd be pretty crazy. Because the yellow tubs are much bigger than the red tubs. I have 4 of these full of chargers. Which I think is like 50. I think I've got about like 12 or 13 in each of them. And now, they're not flat, but they're not pokey. Okay. I would just watch my IPS comparison video, Alexander. Alex. I'm going to call you Alex, unless you hate that. Hey Jake, thanks in large part to your content, I finally took the plunge and modded my first GVC. Nice. I'm glad I could help. If you want to, there goes my paper towel. If you want to, you can join the Discord and you can show it off. There's a whole section dedicated to showing off what you modded. I like to see that stuff. Someone shared that they got Black Ice in and they modded it. That was pretty cool. This is the first time I've seen the new run of Black Ice. And even if you buy one of these from me and you want to show it off, you can show it off in that section. I'm not gonna complain. More free advertising. Plus, I like seeing when you guys get excited about the stuff I do. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink of water. And we're gonna get to trimming. So I use two tools for trimming. I use the X-Acto knife that I probably need a new one of. It is seen better days. The acrylic cap is super scratched up. This comes out really easily, and well, I mean it's probably supposed to come out so you can change it, but now that I've done that, there we go. And the blade is not pokey at all and not as sharp as it used to be. But and I have to do this a lot too to make sure the grip doesn't spin in circles on me. But we'll be using this to cut the hole for the screen slightly bigger. Also maybe flatten some of these edges. But I like to use the flush cutters for getting rid of the border here. We need to take out most of this border. We can pretty much save anything along this line. So let's just show it off here. Oh my gosh. That, wow. Okay. Was not expecting that to happen. I didn't even trim. Okay. This might be a little brittle. Wow. Yeah, okay. This shell is very brittle. This is going to be a little scary. Normally, pieces don't go flying off in chunks like that. Normally, I can just do this. And just keep twisting it. It makes it somewhat smooth down here, and for me, it just feels like it makes it easier. This is the tricky part, though, so I'm going to zoom in. That's not zooming in. Let's see, how do I show this off? Okay, like this. This LED hole is half in the way. So we're going to cut it down about half. And we're going to try to remove this, the rest of this part. Come on now. Yeah, this shell being a little brittle is not helpful, but we're getting there. I'll come back around and clean that up, but we're just going to keep going around the border. I just realized my settings are like all sorts of off. There we go. I think that almost made it a little darker. I didn't have it on auto ISO. Okay. Just keep going on that. Even the small part here, all of the top needs to come off. I'm going to zoom back out so you can see. I was not in a Mr. Beast video, no. You are confusing me with another Game Boy YouTuber. That'd be pretty cool, though. Oh my. Okay. And I'm gonna trim this like that. And that is all the trimming you need to do for that part. From here, I'm going to take my X-Acto knife. After I shove all these pieces off to the side. Where did I get my work mat? I have it linked in my section. I have 3 little sections on my website that have all of my recommended parts and stuff. I do need to go back over them because it's been a while. But in my tools section, you can find a link to it. I just got it on Amazon. It is pretty basic, but it is really nice, and it served me very well. Okay. I did not do the best job of trimming it, keeping it flush down here. But my X-Acto knife also does not want to cut through that. So I'm going to see what I can do with the flush cutters. It doesn't need to be like perfectly flat, but the flatter the better. I think that's about as good as I'm going to be able to get it. One thing I will do is I will take this, set it down real quick, and everything seems to fit. So, cool. We're on the right track. Next thing is cutting the inside. So, this is the part where you want to be very careful. Rotary tool is noisy and messy, and also not really charged. So I try to avoid that just because I don't want to get a bunch of Game Boy dust in my laptop fans. But yeah. Come on. There we go. Just doing that. And I always try to make sure that where the knife is going in, like this, the print is not in the way. So I don't, if I accidentally slide down and mess up, it's not going to scratch the crap out of the print. Come on. There we go. Okay. I know that we don't need to do it that much, but I don't know how much. I've only done this a few times. It's not the best commentary section. There we go. Yeah, this shell is just not making it easy on me. I feel like I need to give it one more pass. Okay. What's up, Mikey? Quick question. I have a LiPo battery from Funnyplaying that I'm thinking about installing, but I see a lot of recommendations for rechargeable AA's. I go lithium ion. Yeah, I think personally I prefer AA's just because when the battery runs out, then you can just get the other set of batteries because they mostly come in packs of 4. So you just grab the other 2 and you're fully charged again. No waiting, no tethering to a wall, none of that. Plus, a lot of LiPo battery mods aren't safe to charge and play at the same time. And And Funnyplaying's fine, but there's some battery mods out there that just aren't safe at all. So I avoid them. I don't really care for them. Sometimes I do them. Like I have the drop-in battery USB-C thing for the GBA from Funnyplaying that does support charge and play. And then I have faith in the Safer Charge from Natalie. That's what I would go for GBC if you were going to do that, because that does it does support charge and play. So yeah. But overall, I don't know a ton about batteries and stuff like that, and I just don't like them. Batteries are scary. And there's nothing wrong with a good set of AA's. $18 months, Mikey. It doesn't feel like I've been doing. It doesn't feel like I've been doing streams for that long, but it's been like over 2 years now of Game Boy modding streams. It's crazy. Okay. Nugget, there's no one here. Or are you just doing that because it's Mikey? My dog does not like Mikey for some reason. So it's funny that all of a sudden she's barking now. DC for 14 too. Thank you very much, boys. I guess I could do that. Okay, that was another thing I wanted to talk about on the stream today. But people redoing their memberships. I have already completed the best of 2023 video, which will be the last video of the year. The PS1 video on Friday was kind of my send-off video for the year. I had another December video planned, but I don't know. The PS1 video was so much work. I'd hate to put another video up there that wasn't just like the best of the funny moments kind of thing. I think that's good now. So I'll make that live later today for members. This is so much harder to cut through than like every other shell I've done this to. Okay. But that last bit actually went kind of smooth. Let's see. I feel like I need to cut more. Okay. So I guess. Are these the same? The IPS lenses are so hard to tell which is which. This is probably the better way to tell. Okay. So do a little bit more on the bottom and clean up the top and this side. So this spot hangs out a little bit. This spot is kind of close. And I just did not get low enough on the bottom. Okay. Left side's good though. Left side's good. Okay. And bottom time. See a lot of mods from people like Funnyplaying, etc. being used on YouTube videos. I'd be interested to know how the cheaper stuff found on AliExpress would stack up against them. Fun fact, you can find all their stuff on AliExpress as well. Pretty much there's not many mod kits for the Game Boy that aren't on AliExpress. The only reason why I recommend like retailers like RGRS and Retro Modding is because they not only pay me, but I get a commission for every time you use code Jake. But they're going to be faster shipping times. They're going to be more reliable on customer service and stuff like that. Easier to talk to. AliExpress does not have good customer service for the most part. It also just depends on the seller. It's kind of like eBay. You're not talking to AliExpress, you're talking to the sellers. But, yeah. But I buy most of my stuff from AliExpress for this kind of thing. I do have kits that I prefer. I'm not really the biggest Funnyplaying fan. For some things, yes. Specific things of specific ways they make their products annoy me. Yeah. Whoa. That's why you don't do the cutting on the print side, because there we go. Because then you might cut the print. I narrowly avoided that. Dude. Remind me to never get this shell again. Okay. Let's see if we can see the bottom line now. Top's good, right side's good, bottom is good, and left side is good. Okay. I feel like left side could be a little bit better now that I cleaned up all the other sides, but it should be fine. Okay, I'm also going to double check with this one. I think they're both the IPS lens. Oh, hold the phone. Okay. See, now with this lens, I need to trim a little bit more on the right side. So I do think They look exactly the same. This one has a little more wiggle room. This also has a little bit of wiggle room. I'm gonna do the right side just a little bit more. Because once I put the screen in, it's locked in. So. Okay. There's that. Not put my finger right there. Okay. Now we should be good everywhere. Okay. Whew. A lot of the stuff you can find, not just for Game Boy stuff, like not just even video game stuff. There's a lot of stuff on the AliExpress that is stuff you see on like Amazon and stuff. So if you don't mind shipping times, peruse AliExpress. If you don't mind taking a little risk, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't buy anything that has like no reviews on AliExpress. That's too risky for me. Let someone else take that risk first. Okay. I don't know why I put any of that off to the side. We'll cover this up again because I don't want to scratch up the print. I'm gonna peel this side. We're 43 minutes into the stream. Honestly, I thought it'd be close to an hour. Felt like I was trimming that forever. But that's how you trim a Game Boy Pocket. And now you see why I like doing pre-trimmed shells. That was not great placement. See, now I feel like I cut it too much. I mean, it's not a bad thing if I cut it too much, but the all of this is sticking out. Tweezers. Just make sure that's over as much as possible. So I definitely put that too far to the left. Okay. From here, we can peel this off. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on if I can. Cool. You can't see any of the black tape, so that means we're good on the lines. Probably should have connected the ribbon cable first. Oh well. Peel the peel. Come on now. Okay. I think everything is centered. Another annoying part to having to do the trimming is you gotta hope that you are centered. Then I like to put this behind it just in case. That way I don't have to use as much Kapton tape. Let me just get this super sticky tape peeled off. Thank you. We can peel this back. And let's get out Kapton tape. Get a strip going for covering up all this. My scissors are at my other desk. Hold on. Just knocked a push or a pin off of my setup here. I used to get a lot of enamel pins from Retro Game Repair Shop from all of my orders. I never knew what to do with them, so I just like poked them into my homemade camera overhead rig. My hat just knocked one of them off. And that. Okay. Should be, I was gonna say should be all good to go on the Kapton tape, but I am overly cautious when it comes to shorts. So cover that little guy up. I don't know why it has to be all the way up there, but they do that with like all of them. So peel that off. We can put our buttons in, and if we didn't have to trim, this would have been a super duper fast Game Boy Pocket. Now that I think about it, I think we did do a Game Boy Pocket on stream earlier as just not a Game Boy Pocket stream. I think I just did it because there was time and I needed one. Get our screws out. And come on. There we go. Little twist. Little twist. Oops. Little twist. Okay. Then we can... Don't stick the touchpad down there. And tweezers, stick the touchpad up top. Then now we can finally do the one tiny little solder. Yeah, it was hard to do, and I'm sure it was hard to watch. Okay. Turn this on. We've got the smallest little wire to solder down for power, or else we will not be able to see the screen. I do not understand how or why we need to solder power lines. Some kids do, some kids don't. But either way. Get a little solder bubble on the power. Oh, come on, tweezers. Come on. There we go. And we're all good. Soldered that to C on the power switch if for some reason someone's following along now or in the future. All right. And we can, power switch. The power switch in, drop the back half on top. Open, there we go. Open it up. And then, these are still tri-wing, right? Oh no, they're all Phillips? Interesting. This is a very odd shell. And whoa. Last one. There we go. Okay. Let's see how we did after all that. Slightly crooked. But hold the touchpad for a long time. There we go. Now it doesn't look nearly as crooked. Where? It's probably at the other desk too, isn't it? I'm gonna go grab my test cart. Ouch. Watch your knees on the desk. And that's the pin that fell off, if anybody's wondering. Put it up later. Alright. Test cartridge is in. Contrast wheel is working. Yeah, we're a little off center. A little cut off on the left side. It just makes me wonder if I'm not... Maybe none of them were... Maybe I just have the screen off center. Oh, I do have a white lens. But I know the white lens isn't... Actually, I don't know if the white lens... I'm pretty sure the white lens is not for IPS screens. I think I made that mistake. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. It looks like... Actually, it looks exactly the same. Man. I'm gonna put my hat backwards. I'm gonna take a risk here. We're gonna put one of the white lenses on. We're gonna rip this one off, but we're gonna put it on while the Game Boy is still on, so we can see about lining it up. That came off easily. See if we can do something about the lineup. No, it's still cut off. But that does look better. Okay. Man. That does it look better? Just gonna put this on top real quick. They both... Oh, wow. Oh, no. Uh-oh. That was a mistake. Am I shorting somewhere? No? Okay. Oh, the battery's coming out, that's why. I don't know what's going on. I think these are not IPS cut lenses. But I also don't know how to tell when they are and they aren't. Let me see if anybody's got some ideas in chat here. Yeah, the speaker's a pretty easy fix if you want to replace it. But if you've never soldered before, I can understand if that's a little scary. Just a reminder, don't ever get that shell again. Thank you, Alex. When searching for an IPS display for the Pocket Color, Advance. Is there anything I should look out for? Just found a few of my old Game Boys and could use some upgrades. I recommend for the Advance and the SP, I've got the comparison videos, so you can see pretty much every IPS kit there is. You can see the differences and stuff. But as far as pocket and color, I really just like the Funnyplaying one for the laminated Funnyplaying one. If you are getting a new shell, and if you're wanting to keep your old shell, just do one of the drop-in ones for the Game Boy Color. Okay. Also, I'm trying to think of two things at once. But yeah, Game Boy Pocket, I don't know of any actual good drop-in ones, so getting a new shell that's like made for the IPS kits for the Pocket is probably the way to go. I'm starting to think that the white one is not an IPS lens, and this one that I had in originally is, and I stuck them together again. I don't know, it's like so slightly different. But I think the big issue is that I don't have the screen centered on the inside. So I'm just gonna do this. Put that in there for the 18th time. And then we're gonna turn this off. We're gonna fix this, end the year on a good note, and then I might just do another SP off camera later. I don't know. I've got so much to do. But I'm gonna see if I can move the screen around enough. We are an hour and 5 minutes into the stream. Nice. Okay. We're gonna get rid of those three. Okay. Take that off. I think there's a package here. I don't want the dog to bark, so I'm going to keep talking for a little bit in hopes that the dog does not hear the people. So we don't have to deal with any more barking on the stream. Okay. Now also, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip this around and hopefully get this to power on. And, oh gosh, I can hear them next to the house. Okay. We're going to get the AAA batteries, wherever they are, into the battery compartment. That way we can turn the thing on. Maybe. There's not a ton of wiggle room here. So, tweezers on. Also want to turn the grid line back on. That way we can actually see where we're going. I'm going to take the buttons out because they want to fall out anyways. But Okay. So I need to pretty much just put this corner over as much as possible. But that also just doesn't seem like it's very possible. Because the plastic's in the way. I feel like that helped a little bit, but not really. What source is best for a good non-trimmed reproduction shells? I think the best OEM style shell, the best original style shell, is from Cloud Game Store. But beware, all of their shells are very glossy. So I don't think they do anything matte, which is an annoyance for me. But they have the best plastic and just overall finish in the game. So Morse code. It has been a while. Glad to see you're here, though. Glad to see you're here to see me struggle. The power switch on my Blastoise GBC is really hard to turn on. Yeah, that happens. The plastic will wear out. It'll get easier with time. But it's better to have it be tough to turn on than for it to be easy to turn off. Yeah. I've had power switches like that where it just like you barely move it and it turns off. So okay. I think if I take the touchpad off there, it's a little easier to maneuver. I guess I could try and get some heat going on this. I don't know what to do. I don't want to lift it and then break it more. There is a little bit of space, though. I'm going to try it. We're getting wild. Okay. Put those over there. Oh, that was really bad. Okay. Made space to put my heat gun down. This is going to be loud. Fair warning. I mean, maybe it's not that loud. Well, that heats up a little bit. Get some water. Everybody cross your fingers in chat. It says it's up to 350. I do not believe that. Okay, we're going to turn this off, though. We'll turn it back on when we're good and ready. Actually, while that continues to heat up a little bit. Let's give myself a little more room to breathe, huh? It's not too much room. Is that all the slack I've got? Nice. Okay. I feel like it might be a little... 350 might be too much. I don't want to melt it. Okay. Oh wow, that's like easy. Okay. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, that was perfect. Okay. It's still gonna go because it has to like cool itself down. But that was awesome. Okay. I'm gonna plug the ribbon cable back in. Being very careful not to touch the screen, at least like the top of it. I don't want to get any fingerprints on it. There we go. Nice little close-up of the Game Boy there. Okay. Then I'm gonna have to block you guys' vision probably. Ooh. Okay. About as center as I can get it. Yeah, I think the white lens is just not... Because it's like perfect on the right side, the bottom, and the top, but I think the left side just needs a little bit more room, unfortunately. But it's not crooked at all. Let's put the test cart back in, see how cut off the words are. Don't want to turn on with the test card in. Okay. Um, it's like barely cut off. So this is definitely not an IPS lens. So if we put if we put an IPS lens on it, then everything will not be cut off. I guess, is there anybody in here who's like waiting for me to list this so they can buy it? Because I can just give you the choice between white lens with slight left side cutoff that you can see by doing that, or giving you an IPS lens that's just the basic gray color like that. But I can change all of that with it fully put together. So if there's anybody out there who's going to purchase this as soon as I list it, speak now in the comments what you would prefer. I like the white lens because it's it matches the buttons, but I know some people are not going to enjoy the fact that it's slightly cut off, which is totally understandable. Okay, I'll do that. Put all these buttons in. Where's my D-pad? Oh, there it is. I'm just glad I got that to move without breaking it. Mission success. Okay. I recently got a Japanese Nintendo 3DS that has touchscreen bezel scratches on the top screen lens. Let me see. I recently got a Japanese 3DS that has touchscreen bezel scratches. You're confusing me there. Touchscreen on the top. There's just scratches on top and bottom. Is it recommended to use a hairdryer and a plastic prior when removing the old lens? It's going to be tough on 3DS to remove it. But you could do it. I would just make sure it's like good and warm before you try prying it up. And it's, if I remember correctly, it's pretty tight tolerances, so there's not going to be a ton of room to slide something in there. If you where are they? I don't know. I have these like guitar pick looking things. Oh, there's one. These things would probably be your best bet to get in between the lens. But you can literally just get guitar picks. Guitar picks might even be thinner, but they're probably not as strong as these. I have no idea what they're called other than guitar picks. By the way, the iFixit picks just don't work well on the guitar. I've tried it before. If you didn't know, I can play guitar. Okay. Okay. Let's do it one more time. Make sure nothing got jostled while we were putting it together. Start, select, B, right, A, left, B, down, A, up, start, select. Everything's working. In this position, just like the natural holding position, it's not cut off, but it's like pressed up against the side. So let me grab a real game. Then we can see all the edges of it. Plectrum. I've never heard that before. Okay, well that isn't very helpful. That looks good though. New game? I don't want to... Okay. I'm gonna grab a different game. Do I have a game? Ooh. Does this Wario Land work? If it's over here, it means it probably doesn't. Yeah. Oh, what am I thinking? I have a game full of, or a drawer full of games. Get a little Tetris in it. I have Tetris down there too. What am I thinking? Okay. Yeah, it's really not cut off. It's just like you can see more of the edge on the right, like, because the way that Game Boy Pocket screens work, and DMGs for that matter, they just have white filler on the outside. I guess not all DMG screens, but at least Funnyplayings, they just have white filling up the rest of the space. And you can see a bit of that white edge on the right side, but you can't really see it on the top, bottom, and left side. So I can see how it bothers people, or that could bother someone, but it really doesn't bother me. So it's been a while since I've played Tetris and I miss it. Okay. I'm just going to leave it like this, and that's how I'm going to list it, unless anybody said something. But we're just going to list this, and I don't really feel like doing any more work today. Any more Game Boy modding on stream, at least. So we are going to end it here. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay. Yeah. I can see how the bottom screen bezels scratches the top. Use a little imprint. But yeah, I don't really mess around with the 3DS too much because it's tough. But that if you can do it without having to open up the console, that's going to be the easiest way to go. And there's the sticker. So I'm going to put the test cart back in so I can get my little logo on there. And let's list this thing. If you're wanting to get it, finally, an hour and a half into stream almost, I'm going to list it on the website right now. Let's see. Gotta find a Game Boy Pocket. Duplicate that listing. Let's call it Gengar. Not the image. I don't want to copy those. That is not the right price. That is not the right price either. No one would buy it at $20,000. Put one in stock. Go to the camera. Is that all the way up on the... And then we can take a picture of the back side. And get the battery cover on. Alright, and thank you DC for the link in chat. But what if they did? That'd be awesome if someone spent $20,000 on a Game Boy. I would say I'd be able to afford a house, but I still don't think that would just get me a solid half down payment. That's really sad. Okay. And that's it. I'm done. My camera's about to die, and my back is starting to hurt. We're an hour and a half in. This was way longer than I wanted to spend on this, but we did it right. We did it proper, so I'm happy about that. Thank you all for coming out and staying this long, and yeah. Nothing has, I don't think I've added anything in stock since last stream, so there's nothing really to show off. If you're interested in buying any other Game Boys, you can go check out the website, retroremaster.com. Oh, I keep forgetting to mention this. I made a little poster for the website. So if you go to the merch section of the website, I'm pulling it up on my phone real quick. I'm going to do the whole phone up to the silly webcam. But, I don't know, I'm turning up the volume. But, I made a little poster. Probably better if you look at it online. But, it's the blueprint. Well, I made it look like a blueprint. It's the actual U.S. patent for the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, which for some reason was in 1993. But fun fact, patents are state property. They're government documents. So legally, any and all patents go into the public domain. Now, you can't use the patents. It's not what it means by in the public domain. What I mean by that is the actual drawings, the words, the documents I can take and use however I want because it's in the public domain. So I changed up a little bit at least. Some people online have made posters like this and done shirts, whatever. but they literally just slap it on there. I made it look like a little blueprint. That was a fun little day project that I did a while back. I just keep forgetting to mention it. So that's really old, but thank you, Oscar. I really need to just turn those off because they are not... Oscar tipped me? Okay, well, double thank you, Oscars. I didn't even notice that you tipped me. Thank you. I think that was in like my large stack of orders. I had that one day, so I probably didn't notice it. But yeah, that's about it for well, the year. Just have the best of video. I'll put that up later for the members. If you want to join the mod squad, then you can watch the last video of the year early. I probably won't post that for a while. I don't know if I want to post it this Friday for everybody or next Friday. I'm leaning towards next Friday. So if you really want to see the video really early, then you can go hit that join button down below. But that's about it for the stream and the streams of the year. So for the last time in 2023, I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. See you next year.